welcome to week 3. I'm doing a voiceover as I didn't record the clips that would be helpful to have in this video. So week 3 of 16, hopefully. Started off the week with my first run with Run Club in forever, so I did pretty much 10k. I then fitted in another 2 little runs during the week around my other weekly commitments, which was actually quite tricky, and it was always dark. And then I got to run in the daylight, which was wonderful. I went down on the bus, ran to the suspension bridge, and then attempted to run back up. It was very foggy and a little bit creepy, but this was the adventure. So, this is, I don't know. Hello, I can't run at the same time. I am 30 minutes in and I have a stitch already. Now, I ran this route quite a while ago, because it was before I was filming. I do remember a lot of it, which is good, because I don't need to look at the map. So, loads of people out. Started this run at 9:30ish, so hopefully I'll have most of the day left. But I like this run. Also 30 minutes in, so I'm going to start eating, because practice. And who doesn't like food? Look at that, isn't that pretty? Although this is downhill, but the bus was all downhill on the way, so therefore there's a lot of uphill to come. Just ran past the church and there were some people walking into the church, and I stopped, but then my shoe scraped the ground and they jumped, and I was like, oh no, sorry, you go. And I was like, oh no, it's fine, I stopped, I was walking. I just didn't lift my feet up. So we had a nice little chat. She asked if I was training for a marathon, and I was like, oh, no, 50 miles. And then she was like, you're not even out of breath. And I was like, no, I'm going downhill. But they were a lovely couple. Told them I was running back up to Aztec Way. It's just really nice having a little chat. Always worth it. Had to wait for a hill to get my snack out. This one will do. It's quite a big one. I actually only managed to get the crisps out of the bag and crush them up before it was a downhill, and I can't not run the downhill because of how much uphill there is. Hi, I'm working on the confidence of filming out and about. So there's, I just know I can't see anyone, but there's houses and cars, so it's a good first day. Got some crisps. I don't normally get branded, but they were left over from an event. Smoky bacon, so I feel like I'm at a kid's party. Don't know why. I think that's because you get the bacon ones, and I don't normally have crisps. Well, I do, but not these ones. I think there's running. It's quite slippy. It's much easier to run on it. I think there's running and eating, like on the go, or there's eating whilst on a run, and I'm definitely doing the eating whilst on a run just to get used to it. So can't run and eat, so I'll walk and eat and then run. Yeah, because last time I had crisps, which was on the ultra, got hiccups 3 times. And that wasn't fun for me or Greg, who was running with me. I'm really enjoying running this route because I already know it, so I don't have to really look at the map. I say that, it was a bit just now in the houses, but in my defence it was houses. I was like, oh, there's a footpath sign. Yes Beth, there was a footpath sign. It was not my footpath. But I had a little bit on, which I think I do need to do. See, planned a 12-mile route, knew I'd get closer to 14 somehow. This is not like it. When I did this route last time, it was really sunny. I think I had 2 soft flasks. Really sunny. So then the ground was really hard, so it's a totally different run. I think I enjoy this one more. I know I'll go for a golf course soon. Oh, proud of my memory. I said soon. I literally came out of that road and there it was. No one's going to be golfing today though, are they? Because it's so wet. Yes, it was to get to Humpty Dumpty soon. I'm quite excited. Nice little plants. But you also have to go through the place that I got quite lost last time. And by lost, I mean I ran up the park and then back down. And then had to go back up again. Oh well. I was mistaken. People are doing golf. Not as many though. Might have been my bin with the best view on this run. I like running. I like trail running. I don't like muddy fields. Just grass. Grass and mud. It's just so slippy. Makes it really hard. Steps. Making lots of friends, just talking to everyone. Thought a dog was going to run with me the whole way. That would have been nice. Okay, maybe a little bit. He was lovely. Or she, I don't know. Miles of steps, little dog there. In one. All the path options. So, came from down there. I'm not going that way. The route I planned was that way, but I remember going this way last time. Went around the outside, which I think I'm going to do because it's so slippy. That's not creepy at all. I didn't go that way last time. Don't know. I don't think it was on my plan, but that was really cute. A bit creepy though with the graveyard. But I saw some people walk down there, so lovely couple that were litter picking. The stairs are more dangerous than anything else. If I don't make it, that's why. I mean, that was totally the wrong way, but it was really cool. So, worth it. See, adding distance on it's great. In a fun way and not at the end. Okay, hello. I am back home. This is not the great outdoors. So the last clip showed that I've got to 7 miles on that run. And so I pulled something in my leg, and it was a tiny little tinge really early on, but it was okay. I thought, okay, I'll warm up and it'll be okay. I warmed up and it was not okay. And I think where it was just really muddy and I was slipping all over the place, I've just pulled it even more. So then I got to 7 miles, which happened to also be where a main road was, where when I got the bus down, the bus did pass the bus stop. So I got on that bus, back up, popped to Asda, got a few bits I needed, and then walked home. So it wasn't the run I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to get 14 miles done. I did only get 7. But that's just what I had to do. I don't want to make it worse because it is only week 3. Still 7 miles is pretty good, and it was a lovely time, lovely and muddy. And next week's a new week. I'm going to say that every week, and then suddenly we'll be like, well, next week's race day. We've got to start somewhere, don't we? On that run, I did want to mention or talk about pace. I was like, oh, this one's going to be week 3 and a bit about pace. But I obviously didn't finish the second half of my run, where I knew the trails would be a lot quieter and it would be okay for a bit of a chit chat. So I might touch on it now. On my run, I was like, oh, this is quite slow. And then I thought about it. I was like, yeah, but this is week 3 of 16. This is literally called a training run. This is a long run in the training plan. Why am I worried about pace? I'm going out, I'm going to go do, well, at the time I thought I was going to go do 14 miles. I was like, well, that's impressive. That's really good for me because I haven't done that for a while, and then I'll be on the terrain and getting used to, you know, getting out again on the trails. And I was like, why am I worrying about pace? I don't know. I think I'm worried about pace because this is only a 14-mile run and it did feel slow, and then I've got a 50-mile run. I'm like, don't think that's really going to add up. But also, it's week 3. I've got 13 weeks until race day. That's a lot of training runs. That's a lot of time on feet. That's a lot of like getting faster. And not even faster, just more confident on the trails, because that's what a lot of it is. Because at the moment it's so muddy and slippy that I'm all over the place. Part of my problem is when I plan runs, I'm like, oh yeah, 10-minute miles, this will take me 5 miles, 50 minutes. I don't know the last time I was running 10-minute miles. Like, I think it was when I first came to Bristol, which was nearly a year and a half ago. And back then, yes, I did a PB in the half marathon of 9:34 average minute miles, but I was only running short distances. I wasn't doing trail running. Didn't even have a pair of trail shoes then. Didn't even really know it was a thing. I wasn't into ultras or even really interested in an ultra. So a lot's changed, and actually no, like this pace is absolutely fine. As long as in my long runs it is under the cutoff for the 50-mile race, I'm pretty happy. And that's a good like 15-minute mile or 16, depending on the race. And all my runs are under that. Some of the miles might be going on to 16 minutes, but averaging, I'm still on 15, 14, and most of them are 13, so it's actually okay. Yeah, so my longer runs tend to be at the moment averaging about 11-minute miles, and it does feel like hard work, but then I took a long time taking it easier or not doing any running at all because of the shin splints, and you've got to be kind to yourself, and you need to remember that you can't just go jump back in where you were before. You need to do a bit more training to get used to it. And it's not wasted time. Like all these runs are like really valuable, are going to put me in a much better place. And I 100% would much rather be running 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-minute miles if I'm enjoying it. If I'm enjoying it and I'm having fun splashing through puddles and nearly falling over on the trails and just having a good adventure, isn't that way more fun? Like, I'm never going to win a race. I'm never going to come first. I'm not fast. I have no intention of getting speedy on the trails and winning a race. Like, no, that's not what I'm planning to do. I just want to have fun, and it is a good adventure. It's a time just to be outside, have a good run, meet new people when there is new people. And on this run, I chatted to so many people. Nearly had a dog join me for half. Well, not half, that was a bit of an exaggeration, but nearly had a dog join me. Talked to the owner, absolutely lovely. Talked to a couple near the church, talked to other people. I mean, you get your fair share that just don't want to talk to you, which is fine. But yeah, it's lovely. You suddenly go out and about, a bit of mud, a bit of countryside, and everyone's really friendly. When I started running, I thought, yeah, I'm getting faster, and I'm getting under the 30-minute 5k mark, and I was like, oh, and then I did like under an hour 10k. I did my PB in the half. But then I realised I was doing that, but I wasn't overly enjoying it. Like, I spent all the runs out of breath, not being able to talk to people. It was just on roads, and it wasn't as exciting. Like, I loved the running, just not the environment. So then as soon as I've taken it to the trails and I've gone slower, I've taken snacks, that is a big perk. I'm trying to not use gels at all. It's great. Real food's much cheaper for a start, and it's what we eat anyway, so I feel like that's just better. But anyway, so when I was doing that was all on roads. Now trails are just so much better. Like, it's fun, it's more of an adventure. You see lots of new places. Like, I've seen so much of Bristol I wouldn't have seen otherwise, because I did the whole of the Green Man route just in parts. I've got the confidence now to go get a bus somewhere and then run back. And even just running on trails on my own, like a year ago, 2 years ago, I wouldn't even have dreamt of doing that. There are still sometimes I go out, and if the weather's a bit gloomy, I'm like, oh, this is really creepy and I don't like it. But yeah, no, it's nice. I'd love it. I enjoy it. Do need to do some night runs, and that is a bit scary, so I'm going to have to find some friends to do some of those with, just to get used to it. It's just not being able to see what's around you, I think, which scares me most. And I'm jumping quite a lot on a lot of the runs. Like, there'll be like a bird that's flown through, and I'll be like, what's that? Or something, or I think something's there and it's not. So I'd be interested to see what it's like at night. This week was alright with runs and things. I think I've done the gym twice. I don't know, it'll be at the end of the video like normal, and I've not actually looked it up. I did my easy run of, I went to run club for the first time in ages, so it was an easy run of 6 miles. It was really hard fitting it all in, and I'm going to do a bit about how I fit it all in later, because I just could not get a 4-mile run in or anything of any distance. So I just did 2 miles, because that's all I had time for. It's all I could fit in. So I did 2 miles. And I did my hills, and I love that. And I think that's because the 2 miles was absolutely awful. Hated it. I don't know why. I think it's because I was told myself I had to do it, and I didn't really want to do it because I had other stuff to do. But then the next day, the hills, I loved them. And I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's just because the key is to do an awful run the day before, and then you love it. I don't know. Or maybe I need to try harder at the hills, because that is also an option. So did those. And then I was really busy on Saturday with a guide thing. As soon as I do my long run on Sunday, I'll get up early, go out, do that. 14 miles was the plan, did 7, still pretty solid. Yeah, so pretty good week. Oh, I had my last physio appointment too this week, so it's been quite a busy week. And that was really good. I was quite happy with it. I don't have to go back for the physio stuff, which is nice, but I am going to have another appointment with him next week to go over some strength stuff to do in the gym, because I'm lucky enough that where I work, our health plan has a certain allocation for physio, and because it's a physio, it can go under that, and then I haven't had to pay for it. So yeah, I'm just using the benefits that I have rather than wasting it. We also got some sunglasses yesterday, which I'll show you in a different video. I thought, I'll take them on my run, and I was like, Beth, there's no need for sunglasses. And there wasn't, it didn't rain at all. But I only got sunglasses, again, because of the health plan. Because I remember in the summer where I was squinting so much, so I got some prescription sunglasses. So this week has not been that bad at all. I'll edit this to be like, Beth, why did you chat so much? Yeah, I think there's like 26 of you now, which I know is really small numbers, but to me that's incredible. Like, imagine if 26 people ran with me, like just followed me, like didn't run in front of me, just followed me along and watched me run. That would be really scary. So yeah, 26 is actually quite a big number. And I would keep doing these videos even if nobody was watching, even if it was just my mum and my boyfriend. I was still doing these videos because one day someone might find them and be like, oh wait, and they might be like, oh, these videos are more relatable than all these really, really fast ones. Oh no, yeah, I can do this, I can do it. So if I just encourage one other person, and even if no one does view them, it's really quite nice to watch them back, especially the long runs. So yeah, it's just nice to look back on. And also just anyone that's watched this far, thank you. Just quickly, me again. On my run, I realised that my headphone was in my back pocket. And I thought, is that the one I just took out? No, it was the other one that I haven't been able to find for a little while. I was like, okay, that's fine, at least I found it. No, because why was it in the back pocket? Because I took it out at the gym. Where did I get these shorts from? The error. Where has these headphones been? On a nice little journey around the washing machine. Thankfully they've worked. Honestly, I've chucked these through the washing machine twice and they still work, which is pretty incredible. I think that takes like sweat resistant to a new level. Thankful that they work still. I'm not ready to get another pair.